Good morning and thank you very much for joining us. I am Yori Folari. Today, let's cross over to Kogi State, as it were. And as you know, the governorship election is coming up on the 11th of November. All of the 18 political parties will be participating in that election, so it promises to be quite an exciting affair. Our guest this morning is Mr. Kingsley Fanwo. He's the Commissioner for Information and Communications in Kogi State, as well as the spokesman of the APC Governorship Campaign Council. A fine morning to you, Honorable Fanwo.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yori, and thank you, viewers around the world.
Indeed.
Thank you for having me.
So, well, 11th of November is not all that far away, less than 2 weeks now as we speak. So maybe the first thing to find out is, will you give me your impression of how well preparations have been? Because by now, everything should have really been at the very, very last stages, if not haven't been completed. I'm talking about the readiness for the gubernatorial election.
Thank you very much. I will take it that as a party and then as a campaign council, we are ready for the massive victory of November 11. We've done the major rally in Lokoja, covering the 3 senatorial districts. We've also gone around the 3 senatorial districts, starting with the Kogi West Senatorial District at Kaba. From there, we went to Aingba to have the one of the Eastern Senatorial District. And from there, we had the last one at Okene for the Central Senatorial District. So we've been the party that has campaigned hardest. We've been the party that has talked to the people more. We've been the party that have gone on consultation more. We are not just banking on the political structure that we have across the state. We know we need to talk to the people and also get their buy-in and also reassure them that the administration that is coming will consolidate and continue the beautiful legacies of the Yahaya Bello administration.
Indeed. And as one can see from the pictures, it's an event, an upcoming event that is taken quite seriously by the citizens of Kogi State. So going by those pictures, apathy is not on the cards at all. That's not one of the things that are a concern, are they?
Yeah, voters apathy is one of the bane of most elections across the country. But the forthcoming election in Kogi State promises to witness massive turnout of voters. We've taken our time to sensitize the people. It is their duty, it is their responsibility to elect leaders that will lead them. And when they sit at home, then people could take wrong decisions on their behalf at the polling unit. So I think they are buying into the sensitization and orientation of the campaign council, which is being led by the pragmatic Minister of Steel Development, Prince Shaibu Abubakar Audu. So we are going from house to house, from village to village, from community to community to woo people to come out and vote and let their votes count. And that is a pain of very seriously. So we expect massive turnout of voters. You could see if people could stay in the sun for over 6 hours at Okene, at Aingba, at Kaba, at Ida, at Chadam, then you know that they are prepared for November 11. And they will come out massively to make sure that they consolidate what this administration has done in the last 7.5 years.
Okay, now it's interesting that you mentioned Prince Abubakar Audu there. At the time, I believe he contested on the platform of ANPP, and he's an Igala man. Now, I bring that up simply because it leads into my next question of the factors that are likely to, really shape events, on the day. In Kogi State, there's always been the situation of the ethnic nationalities involved there. People tend to look at it along the lines of, well, 3 major ethnic nationalities, if that is right or wrong. Talking about the Okun, the Igala, and then I think maybe Ebira land and other people will be considered what is referred to politically as the beautiful bride. How much that is on one side. How much is that going to really reflect in calculations and attitudes next to capability, knowledge, political sagacity? As an insider, give me your impression of that particular aspect, or indeed whether it is even a factor, this whole business of ethnic nationalities and beautiful brides.
Thank you very much. Before the advent of the present administration in the States, it used to be the issue of ethnic cards when it comes to political decisions, political determinism, and all that. But with this present administration, the people of the state have realized that where the leader comes from does not really matter as much as the capacity and competence and readiness of that leader. And that is the reason, the dynamics that will shape the November 11, 2023 governorship election will not be based on ethnic considerations. You can even see that the people are rejecting ethnic jingoists in the contest because they believe that it has to be about the capacity, about the capabilities, about the competence, about the readiness, about the qualifications of the candidates that are in that race. And when you look at the candidates that are in the race, you would realize that the one that is promoting the Kogi agenda is Ahmed Usman Ododo of the All Progressives Congress. When you look at the other parties, they are so to say pandering towards ethnic considerations, which have been banished in the political firmament of Kogi State under the leadership of Alhaji Yahaya Bello. So, going into that election, ethnic consideration, ethnic jingoism will not be a major factor in that election. When you look at the people that are in this contest, for instance, you look at the quality of the candidates. What is the quality of the candidates that people are projecting? For us in APC, we are projecting a candidate that is ready. We are projecting a candidate that is qualified. We are projecting a candidate that is competent. We are projecting a candidate that has the capability. We are projecting a candidate that has learned the ropes and understands statecraft under the best governor in the history of the state, Alhaji Yahaya Bello. And when you look at the people that are supporting the era of monolithic ethnic consideration is gone. When you look at the people that are supporting this candidate, especially starting with the Director General of the campaign, his dad was the former governor of the state, one of the best governors that Kogi State produced, and our leader in the APC until he died after the governorship election of 2015. So for his son to be leading the campaign tells you that the era of ethnic consideration is gone. Also, when talking about these considerations, you look at the people that have left their party just because a certain candidate emerged in that party, and they said, no, Kogi cannot descend to that level. We cannot get that low. So they decided to move away from that party. The immediate, the immediate past deputy governor of the state under Alhaji Idris Wada, architect Yomi Awuni, one of the finest politicians the state had ever produced, had left the PDP to join the APC. He's not saying that there are some Okun people in the contest, let me go and pitch tent with them. No, he's looking at the Kogi agenda. He's looking at what can unite the state and what can take the development we are witnessing presently forward. Then go to the east. Former Senator Atai Doko, some of the former senators from the east, some of the former House of Rep members from Galamela local government area, some of the former House of Rep members, most of them have decided to move, including Senator Atai Doko from Olamaboro local government area in Kogi East. And when you see it, a former governorship aspirant also on the platform of the PDP, Eriko, just left yesterday and decamped to the All Progressives Congress. So you can see that it is becoming an aggregation of people who believe in one Kogi State, who believe in a united, prosperous Kogi State, and believes in the sheer prosperity that Ahmed Usman Ododo is bringing through his consolidation and continuity agenda.
Okay, now that you brought up your candidate, that is Usman Ododo. he'll be flying the flag for APC. In fact, we can hear from him. Let's listen.
We have come to thank you for all the support you have given us in the past 7 years. We have come to thank you for appreciating the work His Excellency, our leader, Alhaji Bello, have done to the good people of Kogi State, ranging from security, education, healthcare, infrastructure, human capital development, and above all, the elimination of violence, crimes, and communal crises. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as I have said and I will continue to tell you, this mandate is the mandate for the people. This mandate is a mandate for Kogi United. It's a mandate for the development of our dear state. And as such, we are coming to build on the legacies of His Excellency Alhaji Bello under the Renew Hope agenda of Mr. President. I want to assure you that we will continue to run a peaceful campaign. I am a qualified chartered accountant. I believe in the transformative power of knowledge as been taught by my leader, and as such, please, Kogi State is APC. APC is Kogi State. Nobody should scare you. Come out November 11 to cast your vote 100% for APC, and make sure you protect your vote. Make sure your vote counts. Don't be scared. Nobody should intimidate you. We will continue to preach peace, because we will build, we don't destroy. We benefit when there is peace. We don't excel while there is crisis. Crisis is not our portion.
Okay, well, quite a spirited presentation there. We still have Honorable Kingsley Fanwo with us, and so that's the candidate of APC that we heard from there. This was at the mega rally that you referred to earlier, right? Recently.
Thank you very much. You could listen to him, his clear thoughts, clear presentations. And that's why when some people come on national television to say he has not come to the television to come and talk, he cannot speak English and all of that, you just laugh. Because in politics, a lot of ludicrous things happen. Somebody whose CUSAT, as low as CUSAT, is being challenged. He's saying that he's challenging the intelligence and the ability to present facts by a chartered accountant, a forensic auditor. You'll now be asking questions that who should be challenging who here? Somebody who went on television and said he presented only his CUSAT, that CUSAT is still in contention till today. And then they asked him, do you have any other qualification? He said, yes. Why didn't you submit it? He said they will go and dig into it. So why are you afraid they will dig into your certificates if they are genuine? So you can see that Ahmed Usman Ododo has presented his thoughts in a very clear term. He's not dramatizing. He's not turning campaign to who can dance disco more. Government House is supposed to be manned by serious-minded people, not people who joke about everything, not people who do not take anything serious, not people who say. And you could see, as he was talking there, you could see his wife beside him. that is, at times in communication, they say, when you knock a door and nobody's responding, that door is communicating to you. That is communicating to the Kogi people that he's a responsible man, a responsible husband, a responsible father, a listener, a humble man, a grateful man, and someone who will listen to them. The women folk now know that this is the person they can trust in government house, not someone who has a lot of allegations about women abuse and all of that. So you can see that when you look at all of this,
I understand
of it is that you have a candidate who has his plans in place, who is prepared, who understands the system, and who is ready to lead from the front and consolidate on the achievement of this administration in the past 7.5 years.
Indeed, Honorable Fanwo. Well, you didn't mention any names, but I did introduce you as the spokesperson of the APC Governorship Campaign Council. So there's a lot that perhaps will be expected. But that is not to deny the fact, I'm sure yourself as an astute politician, to say that there are other formidable names in the race as well. I don't know how you see it, but anyway you look at it, Dino Melayo of the PDP is in there, Muritala Jaka of the SDP, Leke Abejide of ADC. All these people, they are also illustrious sons of Kogi State. I understand your enthusiasm, but surely APC is not about to just go to bed saying that, nah, there's no need to do any work here, because people have also made their mark in different areas and that they are contesting for this. Can APC now sort of go and chill and say there's not too much of a challenge here in the light of those names?
Not at all. I think that's...
Okay, I think it froze a bit. I was just saying that we were saying earlier that everybody, well, when I say everybody, all the 18 parties have candidates in that race.
And the proof was one of the things you saw.
Sorry,
at the campaign
your sound just came back. Your sound just came back.
Oh, okay.
Could you?
Okay, I started with that conversation. That we have consulted more than any other party or candidate. We've gone around the state more than any other party or candidate. We are speaking with more people than any other party or candidate.
So you're not taking anything for granted?
No, we are not taking anything for granted. We know that we need to work hard to be able to talk to our people, not to talk at them. We need to work hard to reassure them that what they are benefiting now under the present administration, they will even benefit more under the administration of Ahmed Usman Ododo. It is not that we are underrating any candidate or any political party. Immediately he emerged as the governorship candidate of the party, he started his consultation. He met with leaders of the state, whether you are in PDP, whether you are in APC, it does not matter. And the fruit have started coming. At Okede, you saw the son of the former governor of the state and the leader of PDP in Kogi State, Alhaji Ibrahim Idris. His son, he's one of the sons that he took into politics, and they are very strong in Kogi, is decamped to APC and even addressed the crowd and told them to follow the man who knows road. You understand what that means?
Yeah, indeed. That was something of a feat. That was something of a feat. PDP's Ibrahim Idris, he's of Igala land.
Yes, they saw.
Yes. And
so you can see, and he was telling the people that follow the man who knows the road. How do you know the road? It is the person who has developed the state, the person who has built schools, hospitals, roads, and a lot of other infrastructure. For that to happen, it tells you that the other parties are only trying to, they are only trying to justify the tickets they won, either fairly or unfairly. That doesn't matter. But, they are just trying to justify that by also saying they are contesting.
Okay.
But they know in their minds that APC would win on November 11th. You could see some videos a few days ago where two of the candidates who regard themselves as very formidable, I think they regard themselves as very formidable. they said they said they will work together to stop a common enemy. I don't know what their definition of enmity is, and that tells you that there is fear in their minds. They know that with the way they are standing, they don't stand any chance. But because they have been preaching ethnic politics, they are finding it difficult to step down for each other. This one is saying it is the turn of my senatorial district. This one is saying it is the turn of my senatorial district. Assuming they've been preaching Kogi agenda, it would have been easier for them. So they already been beaten by the bug they breeded. So it is going to be, when you have two failures coming together, what you produce is a better failure. And I think that's what is going to happen on November 11th. So we are not taking anything for granted. We know we are formidable. We know we have the political structure. We know we have the people behind us. And we know that we are the party to beat in that contest. We are confident, but we are not overconfident.
Okay, indeed. As you say, because I was just looking at the list of candidates, and it is, on paper at least, pending when we begin to hear from them individually, something of an impressive list. You have an admiral in there. I don't need to tell you, there's an admiral in there. I have Dr. Samson Agada, Male of YPP. But all of this is just to sort of flesh out the field. But as you are projecting Ahmed Usman Ododo of the APC, he's lucky in the sense that his party is the party of the incumbent governor, Yahaya Bello. And so whatever he has done, whatever Yahaya Bello has been able to do is naturally going to stand the aspirant, the contestant, in very good stead. So that is to one side. So if, as you were telling us, that security, health, infrastructure, all of these are things that somebody succeeding from his party would naturally be expected to sort of develop upon, so sort of build upon. That is to one side. What is the campaign, theme that, APC is running on this time now in Kogi State?
Thank you very much. From his speech, from the speech he delivered at Okene, the ones at Kaba, at Aingba, you would see where he's moving to. Let me also address this. A lot of people would say that, why is GYB so much in this? Is he on the ballot? Yes, he's not directly on the ballot, but his work of over 7.5 years, his legacies, those are the things on the ballot. And those are the things we would work to protect as a state. We can't go back to that era where the state was so backward, where there were no development, where the state was not had at the center. Now, because of the benefit of having the Yahaya Bello, you could see that Kogi has gone to the center. You could see Kogi State at the center. And, a lot of development has taken place. So these are the things on the ballot. And these are the things that will work for Ahmed Usman Ododo, who was also part of a system that produced these strings of successes. So the slogan is consolidation and continuity. And he listed some of those areas. Security. Kogi was a cesspit of insecurity before GYB came on board. But because of his leadership, because of his robust security architecture, Kogi was able to snag out of that. And it's one of the safest states today. Even as politicians are trying to make it unsafe, the security architecture is auto-regulating it to ensure that they are the ones who will find it difficult to perpetrate their criminality here. Our state will remain safe. When you go to education, you see what he has done in education, the Blue Roof Revolution at the primary school, the secondary school model schools that are all over the state, some of which were commissioned by the former president, Muhammadu Buhari, and the tertiary institutions. Go to Kogi State Polytechnic today. Go to the School of Health Technology. Go to the College of Education, Ankpa. Go to the Kogi State University, the Prince Abaka Audu University at Aingba, and the new one that we just established at Costec, which is about 3 years old. Another one has been established at Kaba. Massive infrastructure development is going on there as we speak. And the Kaba people, the Oku people, never had such opportunity in the history of the state, not even when we're in Kwara State. Someone
Okay,
had done that.
I'll tell you what,
You
I
can
beg your
see
pardon, Honorable Fanwo, I'll tell you what,
Okay.
I beg your pardon for interrupting you. I must take a break now,
Yeah.
but stay with us, please, because we'll be right back. We'll continue this, and we'll also take calls from our viewers on this, both at home and abroad.